am so excited about it. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. I am so excited about doing this again, coming to you live from the comfort of my office, y'all. But a couple weeks ago, we talked about doing our best even when we are tired. We still show up. We still make it do what it do. But this week I want to go a little deeper, just a tad bit, because what happens when everybody needs you, but you need somebody too? Like, who shows up for you? Who shows up when you at your breaking point? Do you have a village? Like, who shows up when you're overstimulated, overwhelmed, bogged down with the daily lives of your children and their activities and doctor's appointments? And who's there for you when you are at your wit's end? When you get them report cards, when you get the parent-teacher conferences and you gotta... Okay, you caught that. Yes. As mothers, we're often the person that everybody calls. Mom knows where it is. Mommy, what time does it start? Mom knows. Mom remembers the doctor's appointments, the eye doctor's appointments, the vaccination appointments, the dentist appointments. Mine need glasses right now. Mine needs braces right now. Like, mommy needs $1 million. Who can make that happen? Okay, I need $1 million. Like, abracadabra, you know. Mom goes to the grocery store. Mom knows what needs to be brought. Mom knows who need what. Mommy knows who needs what. Mommy knows the sizes of everybody in the house. I got 3 boys. I know all their shoe sizes, the clothes sizes, underwear sizes, the shirt size, everything. I know all of that. As the default parent, I have no choice but to know all of that. Okay. Mommies make it happen. At the end of the day, mommies make it happen. But eventually, I think every mother has a moment where she thinks, well, who's going to check up on me? Who's checking on me? So today, we're going to talk about support. And I mean real support. Not that fake love. Not that fake support, but real support. You know? Not somebody saying, let me know if you need anything. And then when you need anything, they goes. Don't you hate that? I wish people wouldn't say that. Like, let me know if you need anything. And then the moment you need something, like a 10-minute break from the kids. Or, hey, can I just get an hour of your time? Can you watch my kids for me while I just go take a break? Hey, can you babysit for a couple hours while I go on a date? No. In all seriousness, let me know if you need anything. It's such a open-ended statement. Like, but then when you tap into that and you need that, nobody's there to answer the call. Like, you call and nobody's picking up the phone. But then you say, if I need anything, I can call you, text you, DM you, and I'm sending out an SOS and I can't get you. Then don't offer that, because that's not right. Because some of us actually going to tap into that and actually call you out like, hey, can you please and thank you. But we need the ones that show up, the kind that shows up, the kind that does not require you to completely fall apart before somebody really realizes that you needed help. You need somebody that's going to tap in, that picks up on, hey, something's a little off with you. What's going on? Let me come over there. Hey, do you need something? Like, somebody that's genuinely concerned for your well-being, you know? I I'm grateful and I'm blessed and I'm appreciative of my village. My mom, I'm fortunate to still have my mom on this side of the rim, you know, so she taps in. I'm able to tap in with my kids' maternal grandparents, and they help out tremendously with my boys when I need help. And it's never well, you know, it's never as well, what can you do for us in return? It's always done in love. Find somebody that's gonna be there for you when you need it, and they do it from a place of love and not a place of reciprocation. Now, don't get me wrong, don't take advantage of your village, because when you really, really, really need them, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to really think about that. But I'm so honored and blessed to have my village for my kids, because they need, in this society right now, they're going to need that village, because because I always tell them, mommy's not going to always be here forever. Although I would like to be here until I'm 1,000 years old, but I know I'm going to have to transition one day, and I want them to be prepared and have a village for them when said time comes, hoping no time soon, dear Lord. Okay. As you all come in, tell me this. Do you feel supported in your life right now? You can answer yes or no in the chat, or sometimes. And so, think about, have you, have that support in your life? Have you ever been supported in your life? Like, I can say yes, because through each of my pregnancies, and I've had three boys, and I have that fortunate love of a village, So let's dive into some questions here that I got. That I was asked to me. So I'm gonna answer them, okay? And we can talk about it. You have my undivided attention for a full hour, okay? I did write these questions down so I can provide answers. So don't, hey. If y'all have any questions you want to send them to, you can email them at motherhoodismessy0821@gmail.com, and I will be sure on our next live, our next stream, to answer those questions for you about motherhood. I mean, I'm not saying I know it all. I never say that, because I mean, nobody writes a book on this journey called motherhood, especially when you are a mother of more than one. Okay? Because you got to tap into a different mindset with each one of them, because they're at different phases of their lives. Like, I now have two teenagers, because my middle one, he turned 13 today. So shout out to my baby boy, my middle son, I'm sorry, but he's still my baby. BJ turning 13 today. Absolutely. I'm blessed and honored about that. I got his stuff downstairs waiting for him as soon as he hit the door. Okay, so question number 1 was asked to me. What does being the one everybody needs look like for me? So to answer that, well, I can say this. I am the default parent. So in child support world, that means the custodial parent. I am the one that takes care of this entire household. My kids depend on me for food, shelter, emotional support, spiritual support, because we do go to church. That's no question. I have to fix problems. I have to make decisions. I remember what everyone else forgot. Like, I have to make sure that they stay on task, homework, and have somewhat of a social life. I have everybody on a schedule. I have to, because sometimes it be pure chaos in my home. It does. I have to shut everything. At that time, I have to do a reset, because I'm on crash out mode. And I'm like, okay, it's a lot going on at the same time. I need everybody to take a beat. I need everybody to take a pause. Mommy is overstimulated. Pause. Let's dial it down a notch. Everybody go in their separate corners. Go to your room. You go to your room. I'm in my room. Give me a second. Because it could be a lot going on at the same time, and you're trying to like, what in the hell is happening here? Do I feel like people assume I can handle everything because simply I do? Yeah, like I've been told, oh, you got it. You can handle that. Sometimes, hey, sure. Sometimes I can't handle everything. Sometimes I do need to tap in that help. Hey, can you help me for a second? Because I just can't. I'm struggling. It's okay to be honest about struggling, because I struggle all the time. I'm right now. I'm sitting here like, what am I gonna cook? And then I realized the little one, my middle one, wants to go out to eat for his birthday, so I have to cater to that. I have to go pick up the baby from pre-K. Then I gotta run and pick everybody up, and then we gotta go all the way down here to go to a restaurant of his choosing, which is Texas Roadhouse. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay. Do I have the coinage for that? Like, okay, I'm gonna have to tap into some funds here to get that for you. So, okay. All right. I think sometimes being capable becomes a trap, because that's where everybody keeps you, in that box of being capable to handle everything. So then it's like, when people see that you already always figure out the necessary things, they stop asking whether should they help you or not. And that is where being dependable can turn into being overwhelmed, because when you become that person that everybody depends on, that's a weight you carrying, and it gets heavy with each appointment. With each, oh, I don't feel good, can I stay home? With each, mommy, I don't know where my shoes at. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need that. Mommy. And then you just become like, stop. If we got paid for every time somebody said mommy, I know I'll be sitting on a bank load of money right now, because I got, let's do some simple, three kids times, let's say about 150,000 times they say mommy in a day, not a week, a day. I'll be bankrolling right now, y'all. I'll be sitting on a nice little piece of change here. But that, that's just where I'm at right now. Like, when you become the person, the dependable person, you get stuck in that box, in that cube, in that square. You get stuck, and then it's hard to get out, because that's where people have placed you. That's where your family has placed you. That's where your kids have placed you. That's where society has placed you. Okay. Question number 2 that was asked to me. Let's get into it. Who checks on you without needing something? Ooh. And y'all know that question hit. Who in my life checks on me? Not Eva, not mommy, Eva. Not the employee, not the business owner, not the person who solves problems, but just Eva. Who checks up on me? Let me see. I have friends that tap into my mental. Hey, Eva, I'm just checking on you. Friends that I probably haven't talked to in a while. Friends that be like, hey, you're on my mind, and I'm just reaching out to see if you are okay. Now, me and my mommy talk all the time. We talk every day. And if you don't talk to your mommy every day, that's a problem. Talk to your mommy every day. Pick that phone up. Call her. But I talk to my mama every day. And then I talk to my bonus mom, which is my kid's grandmother, maternal grandmother. I talk to her every day. If not every day, every other day. I have a circle of girls, ladies, not girls. I have a circle of ladies that, hey, I haven't seen you here. I haven't heard from you. Like, are you good? My sorority sister, she and I talk almost every day. If not, I know every Thursday we make it a point to talk to each other and check in. I have a friend, D, that we go back 20 plus years. We started as co-workers, and we built that relationship into a sisterhood bond. Like, if blood couldn't make us, she's family. Blood couldn't make us family. You know what I'm saying? Like, she and I, we may not get together all the time, But when it's time to check in, hey, you want to go get a drink, girl? Yes, girl. I was just thinking about, and it's like we pick up where we left off. You know, I do have a partner now, and he has been. We talk every day. He taps into my mental. Like hey, you sounded like this on the phone. What's going on? And I could really be going through something, and he picks up on that energy. Get you somebody that's actually genuinely listening to you and providing a solution for you. Okay? When somebody asks, how are you? Sometimes we hit them with that automatic answer, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm tired, just busy. But that's that segue for you to be like, listen, I need to, you got an hour? Can I really unload on you right quick without it being like too much for you? Can I really talk to you? Because I'm going through a lot right now. I'm really overwhelmed, and I don't know what to do. And I just need somebody that can just, I can just talk to. And if I could just cry, and let me have that moment of crying right now. Let me just cry right quick, get this out. If you got a secret closet you can go into, or a prayer closet that you can go and talk to whomever you worship, and I do that too. Sometimes he answers while you talking, and you be like, oh, okay. Sometimes people ask how you are, but we have become so used to carrying everything that we do not even know how to answer that honestly anymore. At this point in 2026, I'm gonna need you to tell them the truth. How you feel? How you really doing, girl? How you doing? How you really doing? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't doing too good. Now, we don't want to speak that negative energy over ourselves, but because life and death lies in the power of the tongue. But you got to be honest and be like, meet and have them meet you where you at. Can you meet me where I'm at? This is where I'm at. Tell the truth. Leave the automatic answers. I'm good. I'm fine. Just tired, a little bit busy, but I'm tired. But I'm here. No, genuinely, like, listen, this child of mine is taking me, this teenager of mine is taking me up through that right now. He is giving me all kinds of attitude. I don't know how to handle that because I'm not used to handling attitudes from children. Especially ones that don't have no responsibilities except for school and home and chores. That's it. No bills to pay, no job to go to, no car insurance, no car note, none of that. It's driving me nuts. I don't know whether to ship him off the military school or ship him to his daddy. Like, be open and honest. Give that dialogue so they can be like, okay, whether we can just listen to you or let them pray for you or let them just, let them be a listening ear. Don't just brush it off because that's pride. I am not above telling anybody how I'm genuinely feeling when it comes to this journey of motherhood. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Hey. This is where I'm at. Can you meet me where I'm at? Okay. All right. Question number 3, y'all, and we gonna go through these questions as quickly because I was surprised after the first episode. Like, I was amazed. So, like, question number 3 is like, was asked, do you feel loved or just needed? And that one was like, oh, wait a minute. And I was like, he responded, I was like, can you explain that? And they explained, they sent it to me. It was like, have you ever looked at your relationships and wondered whether people value you for who you are or what you mostly can provide? And I was like, I had to sit with that one because that one was like, that just made you go like, I will say I feel needed and I feel loved. But then there came a time, once upon a time, where I felt like I was just being used. Because it was like, mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need that. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need that. Hey Eva, can I borrow? Eva, can I crash at your place? Eva, can I? I'm like, damn. The what? That just yeah, that didn't sit too well with me. It was just like, okay, I had to take a break. I had to I mentally almost checked out because I was like, wait a minute, like I don't go to, well, I will say this. Pride won't let me go to anybody when I need to borrow something. You know? I just, if I ain't got it, I just find a will and a way to make it happen. You know? Um, the difference between being loved and being useful, they are totally different. Now, my children will show appreciation, but that's typically after I've done something. Not just no, I don't. Sometimes my middle one, I will say this: he'll find me and he'll just come and hug on me, give me a big old hug because and say I love you, and that'll just be totally out the blue. My oldest one, as he's gotten older and taller, he doesn't really, you know, hug on me like that. But I know he'll say, "Thanks, Ma, I love you," and that's typically after I don't cash Apple paid him something. I'll be like, "Dang, y'all don't, Ma, you gonna eat that Chipotle in the refrigerator?" And I'll be like, "Dang, that's why you call me for my Chipotle in the refrigerator?" Well, I appreciate y'all, love you. Boy, get off my phone. So it's like now the little one, that little one, he's in touch with his senses. And one of his senses that he's in touch with is touch. So like at night when we go to bed, he got to make sure he's grabbing a arm piece, some arm meat, and just either he doing this or he doing that, or he'll just try to feel a fatty part of my arm. I'll be like, what is that about? But that provides a level of comfort and safety for him. So I'm his safe place. So that's his way of like making sure I'm around. And he's really kind of amped it up because I had a medical emergency a couple weeks ago when my potassium levels got so low, and I almost passed out at the wheel while we was driving home from daycare, and had to go to the hospital and get a potassium drip. And that really spooked my little one because he never saw mommy in that light. And so he really is he is on me like moth to a flame. Like if I don't feel good, he'll be like, "You okay? Blah blah blah. You all right, mommy? You don't feel good? Okay, we're gonna make you better." And I didn't know how traumatized my baby was about seeing the firefighters and the ambulance and mommy getting wheeled away in the ambulance and like that. Yeah, he's still kind of cold. He's coming back from it, but because now he's really on me just to make sure I'm okay. Like, and so at night when we go to bed, he gets to make sure his arm is literally wrapped around or entwined with my arm, and he goes to sleep. I said, okay. Although I find that mad annoying, for him that's comfort. So I at that point I'm needed. That's me being needed from him. My kids do show appreciation typically after the fact, but they're getting better because I had to say, hey, mommy is not feeling the love from y'all. I feel like I'm just a ATM to y'all. And I'm more than that because you are more than that to me. Like you're all are so much more than just my kids. Y'all are my babies. Like I do for y'all because I want to, not because I have to, because I want to. And I that's my duty to as a nurturer and a mommy to make sure y'all are good. Can y'all just say thank you every now and again? Like it ain't gonna hurt you to say thank you. A thank you go a long way. I promise you. Now, there is a difference between people needing access to me and people who's genuinely caring for me and my well-being and the good for me, So I've asked the Most High for discernment to differentiate who's really trying to use me and who's really there to genuinely care for me and my well-being and to lift me up as a mom as I navigate every single day in this journey of motherhood. So that That is where I'm at. That is where I'm at. What happens when you stop doing everything? Do people notice when you stop doing everything? Do they step up? Do they become irritated with you? Do they ask what is wrong? Do they only notice that you stop doing everything when something didn't get done? I tell you what, this is what I've stopped doing. I've stopped cleaning my kitchen behind these grown little boys. And you know what I don't do? I don't cook until my kitchen is clean. Now, I'll make sure plenty of food is in the house. Disclaimer, it is food in the house. But if you gonna sit here and keep getting bowl after bowl after bowl or plate after plate after plate, knowing you can either wash it out or put it in the dishwasher and get the dishwasher going, and you stack me up and you think I'm about to cook in a dirty kitchen, that's one thing mommy not gonna do. And I stopped. And I said, until y'all understand that mommy does not clean in a dirty kitchen, does not cook in a dirty kitchen, y'all can make sandwiches. Y'all can cook. They at that age, they can cook for themselves. Y'all can get some noodles, make you some pho. Y'all can do whatever you need to do to cook, but make sure you clean my kitchen. And then when you don't, mommy go on break. Mommy go on a timeout. That's when they notice. And they notice that when they've noticed that I don't cook when my kitchen is dirty. And 9 times out of 10, the dishes that's in the sink is coming from them. And mommy don't play that. Like, I don't cook in a dirty kitchen. Period. Point blank. I don't care how you take that. Take it how you live. That part. It is about to start storming in a little bit. Now, I want you all to put in the comments, hey, I feel most appreciated when someone does talk to me so I can engage with y'all, you know? Next question is, why is asking for help so hard? Well, I'll be happy to answer that question. Asking for help can be so hard when you've been doing it all by yourself. So when you get, what stops me from asking when I need help? Well, I don't want to burden people. I don't want to be like, I don't want to bog anyone down with my problems. And because I've been doing it by myself and I've been, going the extra mile and I've been the one that, okay, I know, and it's because I made it up in my mind that at the end of the day, it's going to be me to get it done. And if I ask somebody to help me or assist me and they moving slow about it, I'll just figure out a way to get it done. That way it eliminates me having to swallow pride and ask, oh, did I hit a net? Pride. Pride is one of those deadly sins. And I have learned as I've gotten older that, hey, I got to swallow that pride sometimes when I feel overwhelmed, when I feel like I can't catch a break, like when I can't catch my breath, I have to, can you help me, please? I mean, because I've been on my own since the age of 18 and I'm about to be 42. And I've gotten it this far. But it's not like I haven't had to ask for help. And I've had to, before I asked for help, I would go through all the means of asking for help before I had no other options. That's pride. Like, I'm going to figure out a way to get it done before I ask you. Instead of just asking off rip, instead of going through stress and uphill battles and unnecessary stress. Fear of being of disappointment was another reason it's hard to ask for help, because people talk like, oh, look at her, she thinks she had it all at first, but she needs some help. That fear of disappointment. Like, I will say this, because I sought my mom's approval. So because I've seen her take care of 3 kids and I didn't see her not ask for help not one time, and she did it with like no sweat off her brow. You understand? So I'm in the same boat with 3, and you know, I don't want to disappoint her. But then at the end of the day, she's my village, so I need to tap into that and ask her, can she help? And most of the times, my mom is there for me. She is absolutely my rock, my support system, my go-to, my prayer partner. Oh yeah, she's that. She's that. Another reason it would be hard, you know, for me to ask for help is because past experiences, sorry, of people not showing up when they said they would show up. So it's like, and then, you know, when you ask people for help, they throw it back in your face. Who wants that? That's Indian giving. Stop that. When you do something for people, don't turn it around when something, when ish hit the fan and then you throw it back in their face. And that's like, who wants that? I'd rather not ask you at all. And won't. And will not. Because you only got one time to throw anything back in my face. And I'm done with you. Absolutely. Never again. You will never see me again. Because I don't do that to people. And I don't want nobody to do that to me. That's just like somebody saying, you know, can they borrow XYZ dollars, and then you give it to them and then they don't pay it, you know, and then, you know, you bring it back up and like, see, that's why I did this. Let me give you an example of an Indian. That's Indian giving. Don't be an Indian giver. Like, don't do for people and then use it against them later. Like, because nobody wanted that. And then nobody want to be embarrassed. Nobody want to be shamed. So if you're going to do anything or help, don't do it from the heart. Don't do it of a place, oh yeah, you're trying to one up on somebody to throw it, you know, I'm going to use this moment in time at a different moment in time and throw it back in your face. Like, because baby, you're going to get a read for your life if you ever do that. That's just not cool. Have you ever gotten to a point to where you were frustrated that nobody helped you, but realized you never actually told anyone you needed help? Nobody's going to figure it out that you need help. That's why you have to ask. If you just assume that somebody's going to help you based on you little subtle hints that you may or may not be giving, they're not going to get it. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't set yourself up for frustration and failure. Okay? Okay? People should notice some things, but people are not mind readers. Sometimes we have to communicate what we need before resentment builds up. You don't want to build a resentment based off little subtle hints and you thinking people should notice that you're a little one-off. Like, no, talk. Hey, I need some help. Can you help? Oh, I be quick now to ask some help. You know, I'm like, hey, can we talk? Even if it's just talking. Like, my guy and I would be on the phone for hours. Like, I love that about him because he genuinely checks in on me. You know, he genuinely taps into my mental. Babe, what's going on? What you need? You need me to do anything? I can't. It's just that. It does provide a blanket of safety, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's that. I got a question for y'all. Is it really help if you have to manage it? And what I mean by that, have you ever asked someone to help only to end up explaining every single step, reminding them repeatedly, checking behind them, and basically supervising the help? Okay, God is talking. It's about to start thundering and raining over here in a few minutes. Examples like, hey, can you run this errand? But then when you go to the grocery store, can you give them a list, and then you you give them the list, and then you call and be like, hey, but make sure it's this brand. Ugh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Or somebody come over to your house to help you clean, and then you go behind them and like, hey, but clean it this way. Use this, like, Then you go behind them and clean it. No, don't do that. Don't manage to help. Don't manage to help. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. Don't do that. Now, asking for help should not become another responsibility of yours. Meaning, like, I don't need somebody to ask me what needs to be done. Sometimes I just need somebody to see what needs to be done and take ownership of it. I'm not gonna manage him. Like, just do it. I just need another set of hands. Sometimes another set of hands is what we need. Cause 4 is better than 2. 6 is better than 4. But you know, hey. Who am I? So it's just I think for me, I don't want to see something like, I don't want to, how can I put this without it? Without sounding so crass. If you're going to do it. Don't ask, don't, I'm not going to take ownership of it. Just, if you ask me for help, or I'll do it, but don't manage me. If I ask you for help, just do it. I'm not going to micromanage your help. That's just super ghetto to me. But I do have a questions for my moms. Which one will help you more, right? If someone says, what do you need me to do? Or I saw this that needed to be handled, so I took care of it. For me, I'd be like, hey, I prefer, I saw this needed to be handled, so I took care of it. Initiative. Okay, go ahead. You got it. I'm not gonna touch that. You did that. You did your big one on that one. Yeah. Another question that was asked to me, and I didn't want to talk about it because I was like, okay, because it makes ruffle some feathers, but that's okay. We gonna get through it. You gonna live. That question was, when did you learn you had to be so independent? When did you learn that you had to be so independent? Do you think being independent? Okay. Do you think you became independent because you wanted to, or because life taught you that you had to? I'm sorry, I'm playing with mine. Well, in this society, if you're not independent, if you're not giving 50-50, if you're not coming to the table with a degree and all, I mean, society, the song said a man wanted a woman that's independent. Do you know what that means? Like, okay, so now you got an independent woman or independent mommy who has no, and it's a little too much for you. So you be like, dial it down. Like, nah, this is what y'all wanted. Now, the moment I started having kids, and I had my first child at 25. So I was kind of established in my career. I was good. But in that moment of carrying him and then having him and then realizing I'm in this battle, at first, when I didn't have the help of his father was not having it. He was not having it at all. So then it was all on me. And my mom helped me. That was her first grandbaby, her first grandchild. And she was like, well, about time. Because I was starting to wonder. I was like, wonder what? Wonder what? Yeah, so I was parenting alone for a while. I was. So, yeah, I had to put on my big girl panties and get to it. So, yes, that was a form of independency right there. That was a form of being independent, okay? That relationship kind of taught me how to, okay, you're in this battle by yourself. He not gonna they're not gonna there's not gonna be four hands, there's gonna be two. There's I had responsibilities that could not be ignored. I was somebody's mommy. You know, and single mothers get a lot of flack because we're told, oh well, you chose him. Well, what if the facade came down or the other shoe dropped when the moment I'm pregnant came up, and then he became a totally different person? That's a different conversation for another day on a relationship talk, okay? But I'm just saying, you know, sometimes we don't see their actual face until a moment, like a huge life moment comes up, like I'm pregnant comes up, you know. um is your independence serving you, or is it preventing you from receiving support? There is strength in knowing how to take care of yourself, but there is also strength in allowing trustworthy people to show up for you. And I've learned that it's taken a lot for me to bring that wall of bring that wall down, that wall of pride, because everybody not out to prove a point. Oh, I told you so. I knew this was gonna be hard for you. Some people actually want to see you succeed and be a great parent and help you where you may feel overstimulated or overwhelmed or not wanted or desired or not. You know what I'm saying? There are people that actually want to live and speak life into you. Let them. Let them. Let them show up for you. And I think, this is where a lot of our strong mommies, our strong women struggle. We know how to survive, but receiving help is a completely different skill that we haven't mastered just yet. Some of us haven't mastered that yet because when I say it is so easy to hug that independent pillar in your life because you've been doing it for so long. Yeah, I'll do that any day. I'll hug, baby. I'm so independent. I sure would. That keeps you from being disappointed because you're gonna know at the end of the day it's getting done. Bills are getting paid. Kids are being fed. They got shoes. If you depend, like, we've been taught that, we've been conditioned that. I was watching His, Hers, and Ours on Netflix, and the whole the woman in the woman character, her ex-husband left her, divorced her, and for 7 years she struggled, and then she became this huge chef, this huge authoress. She wrote a book and she had a store, and she was taking care of their son. So like she had to wear that cloak of independence. And so when a man came along to kind of pour into her, like, she was a little standoffish because, like, I'm good. She had that I'm good. And then she brought that wall down when that loneliness started to creep up. But her 7 years of enduring and being independent for her child was her main focus because the father wasn't in his life. And then when he creeped back in, he found the child on the social media, and then he wanted to creep back in, and then a situation happened with the mother and the son, and the son goes to want to live with the father. The father served her with $3,000 a month in child support. Served her because he was suing her for full custody of the son that wanted to go live with them and wanted $3,000 a month. But he stole from her. He left them with nothing. He left her to go fend for herself with a child. So you see what that independent had to come in at? She had to get it out the mud because old Crusty Dusty left her with nothing. Then he come back and then wanted everything. Bruh, if you don't find the nearest exit and what? Go play in traffic. Indian style. Go say Indian style in traffic. Bruh, get up out of here. Like, why would you? That type of mentality he came back with. And then the son was able to see the father for what he was and was like, oh no, this is not, oh no, Oh, it wasn't, the grass wasn't green on the other side, so he went back to his mama. But check out his, hers, and ours on Netflix. It's really good. It's really good. Really good. It's really good. Okay, so we're nearing the end, but I just wanted to ask, what does real support look like to you? If you could design support specifically for your life, what would it look like? Okay, for me, support looks like, okay, somebody coming to take the kids without being asked. Just show up at my door, get them, bring them back whenever. Like, bring them back, if it's on a Friday, bring them back on a Sunday. That part. Someone bringing dinner. Hey, I'm door dashing or Uber eating, to your house, with it's some Caesar's pizza. Hey, we eat Little Caesars over here. Deep dish. Oh yeah, we eat that over here. 5 meat, 3 meat, whichever one. What does support look like? Somebody remembering an important date. Somebody saying, I handled it. You don't gotta worry about it. Financial support, emotional support. Someone listening without trying to give advice. Sometimes we don't need advice. Sometimes we just need you to listen and unload. Because it's being bottled up in here and it's about to just help around the house. Hey, I'm sending the maid to the house. Or just come to the house and help. What you need me to do? You need me to wash these dishes, clean this back. A partner who shares the mental load. That is what I got, y'all. I will shout it from the rooftops. I got somebody that shares the mental load. My village shares my mental load. But bet he shares it too. Like he meets me where I'm at. He knows something may be off. And he'll ask, well, what do you need me to do? Let's where you at mentally? And we check in with each other because we are both military, ex-military. So if you're military, if you know, some things we saw, some things we had to do, some things we experienced that may affect the mental, and he said, babe, I'm gonna check in with you because I know when I need you, you're pouring to me. And that's true because we both been there. So I understand, or I can cope with what he's been through. You know what I'm saying? I can empathize with him and he empathizes with me, and he'd be like, and I'll be just either texting, babe, and he'll meet me where I'm at. And if you got somebody that's checking in consistently with you, that's what sometimes support look like. Me and my sorority sister, we aces on the line. We check in every morning. Hey sis, what's up, boo? You good? Yep. What about you? When I say I can't see doing the years that I have ahead of me without her in it. Like when we get married, when I get married, oh, she's gonna be in the wedding party, point blank, and the period, hands down. Yeah, that one right there. She gonna be in the wedding. She gonna be helping with the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna be that one right there. Yeah. Okay, now I got a question for y'all. Tell me one thing somebody could take off your plate this week that would genuinely help you. Put your responses in the chat, in the comment section. Let's talk about it. What is something somebody can take off your plate right now that would genuinely help you? Somebody can take this rent off my plate. Okay, take this rent off my plate. But no, for real, like, what is something that somebody can take off your plate right now that'll genuinely help you? Let's talk about it. Okay. Now, this final question that was asked of me, and we're going to bring this to a close because I got about 10 minutes left before I have to go and get the birthday celebration started with my middle one. He thought I was gonna come get him out of school early. Nope. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Okay. So it was asked of me, what happens when mom finally breaks down? What happens when mom finally breaks down? And I pondered on that question. Um, it makes me wonder, like, why does it take a mother reaching her breaking point before somebody realizes, she's been overwhelmed? Well, for me, I burn out. I crash out. I can, once upon a time when I felt like I was emotionally broken, financially broken, it was one of those, I was seasons in my life where I was like, what next? And you hate to say that because it was like everything that could happen went happen. My vehicle went out. That was my only means of transportation. I had to end up buying a new vehicle, having, sometimes, I had surgery and my FMLA ran out and I still had the rent to pay and they wanted to evict, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to tap in, try to figure out what kind of resources I could tap into to stay in my home, get a vehicle. I mean, it was just, when it rained, it poured, and I was experiencing everything: irritability, crying. I was shutting down. I withdrew from people. Like, I became a hermit. I wanted to be left alone. I was becoming resentful because it was like, well, dang, don't nobody, care to help. Like, who's gonna help me? I was losing patience with how slow I felt God was moving. Oh, I said that out loud. I was losing patience with everybody, everything, because it was like, am I expected to communicate calmly about my needs that have been expressed repeatedly? And it was just like, I was overwhelmed. I was done. I was at my breaking point. And we all, and mothers have that. We have a breaking point, but we're told we can't have a breaking point. We're told that we can't break down. We're told that we got to stay strong. Nobody can see you weak. Like, you better tap into that. If you got to go into you better tap into how your emotions, mommy. You better tap into your emotions. If you don't listen to people telling you got to stay strong. I be weak sometimes. I need somebody to carry me sometimes. I need somebody to be like, lay down, go lay down. I'll cook. I'll come up and visit. I'll stay a couple of days. I got you. What you need me to do? I'm on the way. Check your cash app. Here, let me a little bit of help. Like, get some gas. I mean, it be moments and times where I feel like, Lord, you gotta help me, y'all. So let's end this on a good note, y'all. Who does mom need? Okay? Who do you need? I need friends. I got friends. You got friends? Get you a community. Motherhood is Messy is a community. You can find us here and on Facebook, Tap into your community. Get you a community of mothers. Y'all go out once a month, lead them kids with the man or the family, Let's figure this out. Shall we? Family. Get that family, a partner. Get you other moms. I mean, therapy or professional support when appropriate. Okay, get you. Hey, I have a therapist. I am not ashamed to say that. I am not ashamed to tap into my resources when it comes to talking to a therapist, because sometimes talking and instead of holding it in, it will do wonders for you. Faith. You tap into your faith. If you're a Christian or you spiritual, And you read the Bible sometimes, and you got a prayer closet, go in it. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to go before God in prayer and talk to him. I talk to him all the time because he my daddy. I be talking to him like, hey, daddy, listen, let me tell you something. Like, this is where I'm at. Can you meet me where I'm at? Hey, I need you to lift this load off of me because it's becoming too hard to carry. It's become unbearable. I don't know what else to do. Can you send Big Bro down here? Like, Big Bro is Jesus. You know? Like, I need Jesus to, hey, let's put can you put Big Bro to work right quick? Like, fix this whole situation. Who does mom need? It's more, it could be just not one person. It could be a whole lot. Mom, if you need to set boundaries, set those boundaries. That'll help you. That'll help set those boundaries. Tap into your village. Or, you need yourself. Self-care, tap into that. Don't negate your love for yourself, okay? People who follow through. That's who mommies need. Maybe mom needs a community that does not always, well, she doesn't have to always be the strong one. She can come into a community and fall back and they hold her up. You need somebody to hold you up. People who understand that loving a mother means sometimes taking something off her plate instead of adding to it. Babe, he takes off that mental decompression for me. I can decompress with him. And I'm appreciative of that because sometimes sometimes you can just might be going 3,000 miles a minute and you be like, sometimes you just gotta do a silent scream. If you've ever done a silent scream, put it in the comments. A silent scream does wonders for me, y'all. A silent scream. Sometimes you can make a noise. Sometimes it can be a loud scream. But a silent scream, yo. I've experienced the silent scream. Okay, y'all. We're going to have our accountability moment right now, okay? I want to say something that may be uncomfortable, okay? But just stick with me. I'm going somewhere. We cannot expect people to meet needs we refuse to communicate. Bryson? Oh, boy, my son just walked in the house. Scared me to death. Scared me, right? Don't scare me. Okay, as we focus. There are absolutely situations where people should step up without being told. Thank you, my love.
You got a thick stack of milk.
I see that. Sir, I'm on my live.
Oh.
Rudeness.
Excuse me.
Excuse his behavior. This is Motherhood is Messy.
What's up, people?
This Motherhood is Messy. Rudeness. And thank you. Goodbye. I got 2 minutes left.
I went to see the mail unopening.
In a minute. I will in a minute.
You do got one from Invitation Homes.
Okay.
They annoying themselves.
Yeah. I don't need That's Motherhood is Messy. That's part of Motherhood. Y'all, he was creeping up them stairs and I was like, oops, I'm gonna have to cut this short because somebody in my house. Okay. In our accountability moment, we have to start rejecting help because it was not offered the way we wanted it to be, if that makes sense. Accept the help. We have to learn how to say, I need you. I cannot do that today. I can't life today. I can't be an adult today. I need help with this. I need you to listen, not try to fix it. We need to learn how to say, I need some time to myself. That is communication. And as I close out this episode 2, I just want to say thank you. And listen, I think one of the hardest things about being the person everybody depends on is that people can forget that you need things too. You need rest. You need affection. You need reassurance. You need somebody to ask you how your day went. You need somebody to notice when you're quiet than usual. You need people to follow through. And sometimes you simply need someone to say, I got this. You ain't got to worry about it. Yeah. Being a mother does not erase your humanity. Being strong does not mean you never need support. We all need support in this journey this journey of motherhood. We all need support. And being capable does not mean you should have to carry everything alone. No, nobody wants to do that. So this week, I want you to ask yourself, am I being genuinely supported, or have I simply become really good at surviving without support? Ooh, that touched me. And if you realize that you need more, do not immediately shame yourself because you need it. Start identifying what support actually looks like to you or for you. Then communicate that. Because everybody may need mommy, mother. Hey, you. But mom needs people too. Before I wrap up and close out, I want you all to answer this. Mothers, what kind of support you need right now? Not what your children need. Not what your job needs. Not what everybody else needs. But what do you need? What do you need? Leave it in the comments. Let's engage. Thank you all for another Motherhood is Messy Monday, episode 2 in the books. Thank you. We are creating a space where moms do not have to pretend everything is fine, because it's not. Just because we keep getting everything done, there's no facade here, okay? There isn't. It doesn't. If this conversation felt familiar, share this live with another mother and come back next Monday for episode 3 of Motherhood is Messy Mondays. I got a little tongue tied there, y'all. All right, y'all, let's wrap it up. Have a great day. Have a great day on this messy Monday. Next episode teaser. Next Monday, we will be talking about something I know a lot of mothers feel guilty admitting. I love my kids, but I need a break from them. We'll be talking about overstimulation, mom guilt, needing space, and why wanting time away from your children does not mean you love them any less. Stay tuned. Remember, motherhood is messy. Mwah! Bye.